Hi, this is Wendy with Scrap Supply, and we're going to start the first in our series of tutorials and videos using the slice machine from Making Memories. The day that the Making Memories slice arrived at our store, I had to open one up and demo it because, sometimes we order a product or we test it, and when the products are delayed over and over, we get kind of worried that maybe they're not really going to work as well as they say they will. So I felt it almost my duty to open up the box and see if it worked. It's an electronic die cutter, but it's also cordless so that you can charge it up and then go and use it for several hours. It comes with a glass cutter, a glass mat to put it on, and it has a kit that has a foam brush, adhesive, 5 replacement blades, and the design card called Basic Shapes 1, and a tool to help you replace the blades. So there's an instruction booklet, a power cord, and all the other items that came with it. So the first thing I did was I plugged it in because it wasn't charged up. That's where you plug it in the back. And then I just plugged it into the wall. And I don't know if you could just see my face while I was doing this. I was so excited because I didn't actually own an electronic die cutter before the slice arrived. So I'm really having a lot of fun with it right now. One of the features of the slice machine that's different than all the other cutters on the market that are electronic is that you put this machine on top of the paper. So you don't have to feed the paper through it. It's a lot easier to position exactly where you want to cut it, and that's not something you can do with the larger cutting machines, at least not as easily. You can see right under the base there's a clear sort of ledge that it sits on. Well, there are rulers on the side and front, so you can kind of see where you're going to be cutting at. So the first thing you do when you turn on your slice machine is go to Settings and press the Select key to home the blade. It makes a noise, and then you're ready to go. And it just moves the blade around so that it's ready to cut. So you select in the menu which category of shapes you want to look at by hitting the left or the right arrow. And then you hit Select, which is the center button. And to scroll through the shapes, you just hit the left or right button. And I select the heart. So now that my adhesive is dry, and you can tell because it's tacky to the touch, I'm ready to cut my first shape. I smooth my cardstock onto the glass cutting mat, and the first thing you do is hit Select, and it tells you ready. So then you push the button on the side, and it's working. See that on the screen it says working? And you can hear the machine is making a loud cutting noise, and it's done. It's super fast. Lift it up, and the heart is completely cut. Now the paper's really stuck down to that mat, and so I used a sort of an X-Acto knife kind of a tool to lift the paper off. And there's no residue left on the paper, but it is kind of hard to lift it off. I love these little tags, and I really like that you can do them out of any material, paper or cardstock, and in any size of the 4 sizes that it comes in. And it's very quick. It cuts the outside, and then it cuts that inside shape. And when it says cutting completed, you press menu, and you're all done. You just lift your machine up, and there's your tag ready to use. You can use the smallest piece of scrap cardstock. No reason to throw them away anymore, because now you can set your machine right down on a little 4x4 piece of cardstock and trim it up and get your shape out of it. So now I'm adding a piece of double-sided KI Memories pattern paper because so far I cut Basel cardstock, which is one of the things I wanted to test it on, was to see if it could cut that thicker, heavier cardstock. And now I'm testing it on a double-sided pattern paper, which is not from Making Memories, it's from KI Memories. And we're cutting a much larger size. We're cutting a 4-inch monogram letter B. And I'm sorry about my voice, I have a cold, so all the videos this month have a sound of a cold in my voice. You can cut so many different shapes and sizes with just the basic shapes that comes with your machine, but then there are more design cards already, out there and coming to us soon. What a beautiful letter B. So you just lift off the extra pieces, and here's me spazzing out. Looks like this. Fits in the palm of your hand, so you can take it to a crop or a class. You can take it to your friend's house. It's not going to take up an entire huge amount of space in your scrapbook area. You're going to love it. It comes with the basic shapes design card, but we're getting more of these cards shapes in, and the basic shapes card has simple font letters. Great. In all sorts of different sizes. Then you can box them, which means you get the positive and the negative when it cuts. Same thing with this. Circle letters. Then you have all these wonderful punctuation symbols, brackets, words, and they're connected. The words are fun, enjoy, create, dream, enjoy, fun, giggle, laugh, love, and smile. Ah, don't forget these. This is lovely. This is where your shapes come in. You got tags, circles, squares, open squares, open heart, open stars, solids, photo corners. You can print tags in any cardstock, in any color, on paper, in the size that you need. Instead of buying 4 different circle punches, you can buy one Making Memories slice machine, and you're going to have all the size circles you need, plus all the size squares and the rectangles and the tags. You're going to save money. Instead of investing in 40 different punches, buy one mini little tiny slice and you've got it all. And as you get bored with these shapes, or you decide you want to have something new, you can buy a design card. We currently have the Noteworthy collection ready to go right now, and the designs in the Noteworthy are fabulous. If you love the artisan label shape papers from Making Memories, see right here? Look at all these flowers, the detail on these frames, detail on the photo corners. These are little label ribbon sliders that have leaves and flowers and hearts, a bookmark with a little cut right there, artisan shaped letters, numbers. These are fabulous. Fabulous. You get them, create your own little die-cut journaling cards, photo mats, everything for $39.99. So I cut Basil cardstock, which is the textured heavy cardstock, and it worked fine. I cut pattern paper, cardstock weight paper. It doesn't tear it. It doesn't rip it. I'm excited because I just opened the slice and I just used it, and I'm so thrilled, and I'm really happy that I get to play with it, and I hope you do too.